And that is the kind of dictatorial power that's driving people to the streets. It's bringing new acts of defiance and more ordinary Americans saying no every day. Right now, the focal point for that energy is Las Vegas, where tonight Senator Bernie Sanders and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez joined local Democrats for a rally that garnered so much interest from so many people, they had to move the whole thing to a larger venue.
We are here to say very loudly and clearly, no, we will not accept an oligarchic form of society where a handful of billionaires run the government.
I know what it feels like to feel left behind. And I know that we don't have to live like this anymore, Las Vegas. We deserve better than this, Las Vegas. And despite the chaos that surrounds us at the moment, I want you to know that we are closer to that world than we think. This isn't just about Republicans. We need a Democratic Party that fights harder for us, too.
Scenes like that are replicating themselves all over the country. Every day, Americans on the streets showing up in force at federal buildings and state capitals to protest Trump's lawless slashing of government services. People are gathering at Tesla dealerships to protest Trump's unelected co-president Elon Musk and his efforts to take your federal benefits. Most of all, regular citizens are confronting their members of Congress, like in the state of Wyoming, a state that Trump won last year with nearly 3/4 of all the votes cast. But the state's sole member of Congress, Republican Harriet Hageman, faced an incredibly frustrated crowd.
This person would like to know how I am going to help protect the rights of trans and non-binary people. I don't even know what that means. Yes, I know what Doge is doing, and no, I'm not scared. Next question. Right here. Here's the only thing that Doge has done, which is, it's so bizarre to me how obsessed you are with federal government. But here's the thing.
She is the sole congresswoman from the state who represents them in the federal government. So that's a little bit of a weird thing to say, particularly standing in the town, of course, where Matthew Shepard was murdered for being gay, vis-a-vis that first question. Confrontations like that are why party leadership has told House Republicans to avoid town hall meetings with voters altogether, just ignore them. And as a result, activists in multiple states like North Carolina and Maine and Pennsylvania and Arkansas held town halls, invited their House and Senate Republicans who no-showed, but the town halls went on anyway. In central Pennsylvania, constituents of Republican Scott Perry blasted him for his absence, shared their own frustrations like this woman who says her son was fired unjustly from his federal job.
For the Department of Education. He got axed. No. Opened up the computer, guess what? You're gone. Let me tell you what he did for the Department of Education. He reviewed contracts. He saved everybody in here thousands of tax dollars, and his evaluation was the top. Then I turn on the TV the next day, and there is Trump saying they were scum, no good people, what they got rid of. I am furious. Furious. Where is Scott Perry? Where's 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 Scott Perry?
As Republicans are avoiding their own voters at all costs, it looks like Democrats might actually be capitalizing on the vacuum left for them. We've got, of course, Sanders and AOC attracting thousands across the country. Then there's Minnesota Governor Tim Walz going on his own speaking and listening tour.
To be with our grandkids, we'd like to do this.
You know this on the iPhone. They've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, you know, and take out, just telling you.
Democrats, too, are finding that when they show up for town halls, they're taking a punishing amount of rage from their constituents, too, for not doing enough. Much of that anger stems from the decision last week by Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer and 9 other Senate Democrats to pass Trump's funding bill and avert a government shutdown. Colorado Senator Michael Bennet was not one of them, and last night he suggested it might be time for new Democratic leadership.
I do think on the leadership question, it's always better to, examine whether folks are in the right place, and we're certainly going to have that conversation. It's important for people to know, when it's time to go.
There are a lot of people out there who are starving for real resistance, so much so that even the normally quite moderate, reserved Delaware Senator Chris Coons drew a line in the sand in his virtual town hall.
Look, we need your voices. We need your engagement. We need your support. And bluntly, if President Trump takes the next step and just blatantly ignores the orders of the court, we're going to need folks to come out to the streets.
It's impossible to deny what millions upon millions of Americans are on right now, right? A hardened opposition against the Trump takeover unfurling day by day. And for all the feelings you may have gone through in recent weeks, there's no real resistance to Trump. There's no real hope. The vibes are shifting. They really are. People are speaking up and standing up. You are not alone. There's a movement afoot to save democracy and it is rapidly gaining steam.